In today's wrap-up, the US is set to provide an additional $1.4 million for Armenia's coronavirus response. The Armenian and Russian defense ministers have signed an agreement regarding the Air Force. An Armenian Armed Forces officer got lost in bad weather and was captured in Azerbaijan. And the first Armenia-made Kalashnikov rifles have been delivered to the armed forces. In a joint initiative by the US State Department and the US Agency for International Development, the US will provide an additional $1.4 million to assist Armenia's coronavirus response. This will mean that the US will provide a total of $4 million to help Armenia grapple with COVID-19. The funds will be used for a number of sectors, including the agricultural and tourism sector, which have been hit hard by the pandemic. Furthermore, the State Department is allocating funds for medical supplies, foodstuffs, and to help stranded Armenian citizens return to Armenia. The United States stands just behind the European Union as a nation or supranational state entity in terms of providing financial support for Armenia to combat the pandemic. A meeting has been held between the Armenian Defense Minister David Tonoyan and the Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu in the Russian capital of Moscow. They discussed a number of matters, including the 2020 Armenian-Azerbaijani skirmishes, the line of contact in Nagorno-Karabakh, future military cooperation, and the situation in the region. Shoigu called for steps to be taken to secure the stability in the Caucasus region and spoke of the strategic nature of Armenia-Russia relations. Further agreements were signed between Armenian defense officials and representatives of the United Aircraft Corporation of Russia, which related to the modernization of Armenia's air force. This year, Armenia purchased 4 Sukhoi 30 fighter jets from Russia, in a vastly expensive deal which Armenia's government hopes would greatly boost Armenia's air force capacity. An Armenian Armed Forces officer got lost due to bad weather and seemingly crossed the state line between Armenia and Azerbaijan. The officer was captured by Azerbaijani forces after he crossed from Nagorno-Karabakh into Azerbaijan's Goranboy district. The spokesman of the Armenian Defense Ministry, Shushan Stepanyan, wrote on Facebook that Officer Gurgen Alaverdian lost his way due to bad weather whilst attempting to check on a military outpost. Search ops were ordered to locate Alaverdian. Azerbaijani websites published a video showing the Armenian officer traversing their territory. Azerbaijan is claiming that Alaverdian was attempting to conduct a sabotage operation. Recently, Armenia opened its first factory which produces the Russian Kalashnikov rifle. Initially, the parts were being manufactured in Russia and then sent to Armenia for assembly. But this will mark the first manufacturing plant which conducts the whole process. It has now been announced that the first 1,000 Armenia-made rifles have been delivered to the Armenian Armed Forces. Apart from this, the plant will also produce night vision goggles that are military grade. This will be a big boost for the Armenian army, which imports much of its arms from countries like Russia, Serbia, China, Belarus, and Bulgaria. The Military Industrial Committee of Armenia hopes that apart from providing weapons to the Armenian army, in the future Armenia could start exporting arms to other countries. During the July 2020 Armenian-Azerbaijani skirmishes in the northeastern region of Tavush, a number of houses were damaged in the village of Aygepar. Սիվիլնեթի Tatul Hagopyan took a series of photos of the residents restoring the roofs of different houses. The new roofs are red in color, and apart from this, the roads of Aygepar will be asphalted. Moreover, the village will also host a school football tournament where kids from around the sub-region of Berd will compete on September 21st for the Independence Cup. And finally, ՍիվիլՆեթ's newly established team in Artsakh has taken videos of Hunot Gorge. We'll leave you with this footage which captures the pristine natural beauty of Artsakh, a destination which many hope will one day be full to the brim with tourists.